And McClendon, if she doesn't have legs under her in that fourth, McClendon should be able to eat her alive.
And McClendon already with 13 minutes has 8 points. So starting this one off will be McClendon, Andrews, Leah, Jablonski, and Harrison. For Tampa, it'll be Titer, Nelson, Eshoo, Sullivan, and Cody as we start up this third quarter. Rith Rollins down by 2, and they will get the ball. Starting off with Jablonski over to Andrews.
A lot of screens still.
Rollins is 30 and 14 all-time at Winter Park, and Jablonski. It's Rachel Jablonski night at Warden Arena. Knotted up at 31 apiece. 9:44 left in the third.
Jablonski making separation, getting the shot that she wants. A nice mid-range. She's wearing a number 11. We talked about a number 11 in Kyrie. She's shooting like a number 11 in Klay Thompson today.
And you talk about the other 11, she only has 4 points. She's been struggling inside the lane, and that is Titer.
And Titer is that player that they've been needing. She's averaging 14 points on the year, over 17 since she was held scoreless. And Coach wanted her to pick up the points with Naj out tonight.
Yeah, that has been a big loss, especially when she is 9th in the Sunshine State Conference with 13.8 points per game. Here's Jablonski, weaving through traffic, puts the one up, backboard, her best friend. Rollins back on top, 33-31 with 8:44 left to go in the third.
Jablonski using the right hand over the 6'3" defender in Cody.
Tampa in a very weird situation. They average 53 points per game given up, but there is something that they needed back. A foul called against Rollins, and to the line will go the Spartans.
Sullivan there, drawing the foul, using the movement. Shorter defender than Leah there. Did her best, committed the foul.
And that will tie it up at 33, and Malia Sullivan has been terrific tonight for Tampa with 15 points, looking to add more, and she does, 16, and Tampa back on top.
Both teams shooting over 45% from the field. Rollins shooting 50% from 3.
Rollins down by 1. Jablonski inside off the right, no. But it'll go out of bounds and back to Rollins.
That was a heat check there by Jablonski. Coming off of 3 straight makes, dating back to last half.
Setting up now is Jalen Harrison. Harrison over to Leah. Rollins trying to find their shot. Good defense by Tampa. Here's Andrews. No.
Great little hook there. If she can make that fall, she caught the defender in an off position.
On the move, here comes Sullivan off that left side. Setting up off the strong side. And it looks like someone kicked the ball. So they will call it. Looked like it was against Rollins. So it will go to Tampa.
No shot clock reset.
So 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Keep in mind there was no reset. Good call there, Clay. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Tampa got to take a shot. Looking inside, Nelson. 1 second on the buzzer. No. Shot clock violation against the Spartans. Back to Rollins it goes, and it is a 1-point game.
Nelson created the separation there. She could have gotten the shot off. She should have gotten the shot off just to beat the buzzer. That's when you have to know where you're at what time.
7:18 left in the third quarter. Jake Turner, Clay Schrager, and Sam Guzman, our sideline reporter. It's been a thriller for Rollins going against the second-best team in the conference. Looking, Andrews, best look of the night, no. McClendon on the move, grabs it back. Over to Andrews, tries to put it in. A foul is called, and she's going to the line.
She tried to get fancy with it there. She brought the ball down low. It was a good move to draw the foul, but if she puts that up a little bit higher, she has a better chance of making that layup and creating an and-one situation.
First foul called in the third for Tampa. Already 1 for Rollins. Andrews 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Will be 2 for 5. Her frustration continuing to start to build up. Here's one thing, though, Clay. How can you calm down Andrews a little bit at the free throw line?
You just got to get into her mindset. You can't look at the rim too much as a free throw shooter. It's a bad miscue that you do. You just got to put your head down, get into your zone, and make those free throws.
She's 3 for 6 from the free throw line tonight and now has 7 points. Man, Malia Sullivan, I mean, that was a risky pass. I mean, she was able to jump up and grab a hold of that ball. Otherwise, that might have went into the hands of one of those white jerseys.
Andrews is usually over a 60% free throw shooter, closer to the 65 range, and she is not up par to that.
But they are up to par is Tampa. Yes, sir. Emily Eshoo. She shoot that one away.
Both teams 3 for 6 now from 3.
Here's Leah off the left. No. Tighter grabs a hold of it.
Just a little bit of commentator's curse there. I'm sorry.
I'll forgive you this one time. Spartans on the move. They have a 3-point lead, 37-34. Tighter looking for her shot. Nelson decided to go inside. Ooh. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Tampa's been in this situation before. Off the back foot, and a foul is called. It's against Rollins.
Leah's been doing that all day, closing out tight. This time she gets called for the foul. And excuse me, that Leah shot was only a 2, not a 3. So no curse this time.
All right, well, make sure you make yourself feel better. Looks like we got a little slippery. Get the squeegee.
Coach is worried more about it.
Look at Coach Jesse. I mean, that's a guy who has been a coach for a very long time. 17th season with the University of Tampa, and out there, I guess, interim squeegee cleaner.
First time I've ever seen a coach do it. We usually have a couple of people on either side. I think he was taking a nap.
Well, I certainly hope not. This has been a great game.
It's been a great game, but you know what? Most of the time, it's these college students, and you know how it is with college. We're both in it. You sometimes fall asleep up late nights doing class, doing these games.
Martinez checks in for Leah. Get some much-needed time to rest. And Tighter is able to make that now.
Other one's on the phone.
And Tampa is starting to wake up. They have now a 5-point lead, 39-34, under 6 minutes left to go in the third. Jake Turner, Clay Schrager, our sideline reporter Sam Guzman. Here at Warden Arena.
We've seen a long stretch for this squad that's out for the Tars right now. Longest one we've seen all day.
Longest 3-point shot attempt by Rollins today by Harrison. Here come the Spartans. This is when the Spartans start to wake up.
I like the substitution to get Daniels out here. She's waiting.
Daniels ready to come in for Rollins. Tampa continuing to only have 9 players on this roster coming in. And Tighter making it count. 41-34 and up by 7. And a good job by Coach Jesse's squad in the third.
That's a great shot by Tighter. A nice mid-range.
Harrison gonna take a 3, right side, beautiful.
Harrison just creating so much separation there.
She tried off the left, it didn't work. The right, that was her best.
Andrews helped out there with the screen.
Harrison now with 5 points, 41-37, back goes Tampa. That was sweet. 43-37, 4:38 left to go in the third. Rollins trying to stay with the Spartans, and that's a 3. Rachel Jablonski, have a night.
Jablonski again with her third 3 of the night. It was a great feed by Andrews, just posting up. She went with the hook on that same play earlier, and this time passes it out.
That's 5 for 9 from the 3-point line for Rollins. They're shooting 56%. Jablonski leading the team with 15 points. Traveling called against Tampa, and now Rollins, a golden opportunity to try and tie this one up.
Jablonski gets her curtain call for this quarter, 4 minutes left.
And we talked about this, Clay, that what Sam talked about with Jablonski coming in, you know what, we already have the injury issues, and given that chance so Martinez can, get her get back into this, get that rhythm back. And Jablonski's been doing an excellent job.
Yeah, she's been on fire not only tonight, but in the month of February, averaging 10.3 points, 2 rebounds, a steal, shooting over 40%, 43% from the field, and over 46% from 3.
The Rollins Department of Athletics would like to thank the Gourmet Sausage Shack in Winter Park for their support as a partner for student-athlete development. Offering more than just tasty gourmet sausages, the Sausage Shack is committed to fueling our student-athletes with healthy, nutritious food to help them perform at their best, both in competition and in the classroom. Stop by the Sausage Shack today to hear about their healthy menu options located on the corner of New England and Virginia Avenue in Winter Park. Sausage Shack, good food, fast.
You going to go there after the game, Jake?
I don't know. I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm also thinking about? A sideline report from Sam Guzman. Sam, what do you got, my man?
Hey, guys, we got quite a game on our hands, don't we? So we talked about Martinez Toro being out, but I don't think we know what she's been out for, but I got the information for you guys. On the second, she took a hit to the eye, so she's been out for the last 2 games. On Saturday, she got the flu, and on Monday, she got the stomach bug. And she's playing right now, so she's not only battling Tampa, but some other eternal sicknesses.
Thank you, Sam. Talk about some courage there for Martinez. Eshoo Newsom checks in for Rollins. Unfortunately, cannot make that shot count. On the move is Sullivan. Tampa up 43-40. Jake Turner and Clay Schrager, our sideline reporter Sam Guzman, joining you here from Warden Arena.
Tampa has made their last 4 field goals, 4 for 4.
After tonight, Rollins will have only 4 games remaining in the season. A foul is called. They'll get it against Eshoo Newsom.
Yeah, block and foul there. You see her just not letting the offender through. Easy call.
Ingram passes it up to Eshoo. Tider has been stepping up her game in this half. 8 points. Eshoo with 11 and 18 for Sullivan. Speak about that. Here's Sullivan. Going inside the 3-point line and forces the foul. That was a nice job by Sullivan. To the line goes the Spartans.
And that's the 5th foul on Rollins. We got 3:22 left. Same situation that Tampa was in last time. Now Rollins is in. They got to be careful with the fouls and make sure they play smart defense.
Tampa now in their first bonus of the game. Rollins had their bonus in the second quarter. And Sullivan now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. It's been a huge part of it tonight. And she misses her second.
Just as much as Jablonski's been a key for Rollins, Sullivan has been for Tampa. She averages only 5.9 points per game, the freshman does.
Rosser checks in now also for the Tars, along with Daniels. 44-40, Rollins down by 4. Martinez inside. That was gorgeous. That was a great play by Martinez over to Rosser inside the lane. And it's 44-42, down by 2 is the Tars.
That was a dime by her down low. Rosser just, it's a great screen and roll. You just put your head down and go.
So we got that. Ingram, she's going to go for the 3. It's good.
That's an answer back by Tampa. Sends the lead to 5.
3 for 6 from the 4 for 7 from the 3-point line for Tampa. Rosser inside 3, no.
Haven't really seen her take many of those shots. Excuse me.
Daniels setting up against Sullivan. Good job by Martinez, though. Otherwise, Ingram looked like she was going to throw a 3 up. Unfortunately, a foul will be called against Rollins, and that is now their 6th.
And this is points for Tampa to gain the lead going into the 4th with no time coming off the clock. 2 things you don't want if you're the Tars.
Tider stepping to the line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. And now she will go to 2 for 3. Coming in is Andrews.
That's 2 straight for you, Jake. I thought I had it earlier. Now it's you.
I don't count.
You're a commentator.
I just say what's on here. 2:21 left in the 3rd. Tider misses back-to-back free throws. This is good for Rollins. 2:18 left to go in the 3rd. And on the move is Bernicia Andrews. She has 19 minutes tonight. But Tider grabs a hold of it. That's a nice turnover. Here comes Tampa inside the lane, weaving through traffic. And Tyder now has 10 points.
That was a great block on that previous possession, leading to offense, and that's what you want if you're Tampa.
Under 2 minutes left in the third, and now Tampa starting to come alive. 49-42.
Ooh, you had Daniels open there.
Jablonski back over to Martinez. The three, no, it bounces off the left side of the rim. Here comes Sullivan and the Spartans. 49-42. Tampa looking to build.
That's Martinez's shot. She needs to make those fall if they want to cut this lead down before the end of the quarter.
Good defense by Rosser and Daniels. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Tampa has to find their shot. 7 seconds left. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Foul called. And that got the Tampa bench excited. And to the line, another mistake by Rollins.
You can't commit these fouls. We've been saying it for the last couple minutes, and she drove. She got through. That's where you just put your hands up. You don't jump. You just make the shot difficult.
And the problem was is that they only had 2 fouls in the second quarter. This one alone, they have 7. But Tyder continuing to miss those free throws, keeping Rollins in this. And Leah checks in as Jablonski and Martinez will check out. They also have Harrison out there. So now it's Harrison, Daniels, Leah, Andrews, and Rosser. For Tampa, it's Ingram, Tyder, Eshoo, Sullivan, and Cody. And Tyder now able to get another point on the board. 50-42, highest lead of the night for Tampa, 50-42. 1 minute left to go in the third. Rosser off her back foot, foul is called against Tampa. Their second foul of this quarter.
That'll be Cody's second as well. And just a great move there by Rosser, excuse me.
Before that, Tampa was on a 6-0 run in the last minute and 48. Rosser looking to try and cut into that. Misses the free throw up that right side of the rim.
Rollins is making Tampa earn these points, though. 3 players in double figures.
Rosser with 4 points tonight. Rollins 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and the scoring drought is over. They cut it to 7. Rosser now with 5.
Back to the full court press. Wilkes says.
On the move is Ingram. Here they come.
Great recovery there by Daniels.
48 seconds left to go in the third. 15 left on the shot clock and counting. On the move is Tampa. 7 seconds. 6 on the shot clock. Sullivan releases. And a foul is called to the line. And that is the 8th foul in the third for Rollins.
Yeah, it's Sullivan just driving. Gets Daniels on her back foot, off balance. Daniels can't do anything but foul there.
And now they got Sullivan up to the line. She has 19 points. She is 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Nails the first one. 51-43.
With all the fouls that Rollins had this quarter, Jablonski, Leah, Martinez all with 2, and then Asia Newsome with 3. Rosser and Daniels only have 1, so even with these, even with the large amount of fouls, the key players, their starters, did not get into a lot of foul trouble, so you can play them throughout the entire fourth quarter and cut this lead.
Yeah, before that, they only had 5 fouls total. They now have 13 for Rollins. Nice pass over to Rosser, but it bounces off the back of the rim. There's Andrews to get a hold of it. 15 seconds left to go and counting. Got to find their shot at Rollins. They're down 8.
Got to hold for the last shot.
Harrison
here.
looking for the 3. A foul is called, but it's against Rollins. And Tampa will take it, and that is the 9th foul for Rollins.
Yeah, Daniels there just running into her, cutting across the lane.
Tyder will pass it inbounds. 5 seconds left to go. Tampa looking for their shot. 1 second. Inside the lane, puts the one-hander up. No, the hook doesn't work.
She got the shot that she could have made there. Tyder going with the left, unable to convert.
And Tampa awakened in that quarter, scoring 20 points Well, Rollins was stuck in foul trouble with 9 fouls that really set that one up. And Tampa now 9 for 15 from the free throw line. Rollins 6 for 12. I mean, that's been a big story right now for Rollins, their frustration at the free throw line.
Yeah, very much so. They're shooting 50% overall, like you just said. But also the turnovers. They forced 9, but they've only had 9 points off of turnovers. Theoretically 3 possessions. You can't convert only 33% of turnovers if you want to beat this Tampa team.
The Rollins College Department of Athletics would like to recognize its contributing partners: Advent Health, Ad Pro Team Sports, Coca-Cola, Jewett Orthopedic Clinic, Seminole Chiropractic Medicine, Hilton Orlando and Altamont Springs, Spectrum Sports Performance, Waterboy Sports, Simple Thought Productions, the Gourmet Sausage Shack of Winter Park, and the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting. Thank you for all of your support of Rollins Athletics. And we're going to need that support right now for Rollins as they're down by 8, 51-43. Jake Turner alongside Clay Schrager, our sideline reporter Sam Guzman. Now, Clay, how does Rollins get back into this one in the fourth?
Converting on their shots. I know it's a simple thing, but they're creating the chances with turnovers, and they need to step it up defensively as well. Just force Tampa into bad shots without fouling. You saw them do it well in the first half, and that third quarter kind of got away from them.
Anastasia Titer had 7 points in that quarter alone, so she has started to stay woke right now for Tampa.
Moving into more of a zone here.
Well, you talked about they had a full court press in the first half. Now they're trying their zone out, Clay.
Oh.
It didn't work.
It's a big 3 there.
A huge 3 by Tampa, 54-43. And now they are hot from the three-point line. So now Rollins stuck in their longest deficit of the game, down by 11 in the fourth. 9:20 left to go.
They're going to need that Jablonski shooting. They want to get back into this.
McClendon inside, over to wide open Harrison. Left side, no, but grabs a hold of it is Andrews. She has been all over the court tonight. Jablonski back in for Rollins. It's Martinez, Harrison, Jablonski, Andrews, and McClendon as McClendon misses that off that right.
You got to convert on second chance points. You're the best offensive rebounding team in the league, in the conference, excuse me. You got to capitalize on that when you get them.
Titer, Nelson, Eshoo, Sullivan, and Cody in for Tampa. And here's another 3. Oh,
2 straight corner threes.
Stasia Titer with a huge 3, 57-43. And now Tampa in a commanding lead in the fourth.
That was great ball movement on that last possession by Tampa. Wow. Passing around the arc, finding the open man.
I wish we had a camera on you right now because you were like showing us how to shoot a 3.
I wish. That
was your Jay Billis moment?
Maybe. You know, I'm not quite as tall as Jay.
Touche. McClendon and Harrison cannot let that ball go inside the basket. Tampa will take advantage.
There's a lid on this basket right now for Rollins, and they need to pop it off quick if they want to get into this game.
You talk about it, 16 for 45 shooting, a 36%, Clay, at 36%. That's really harsh right now for Rollins.
Yeah, that's 3 points below their season average.
Here comes another dish. Oh, my.
The threes are piling on now.
Emily Eshoo, bless you.
That is her 5th 3 of the game. She is 5 for 7.
60-43, highest lead of the night for Tampa. Now starting to play like the second best team in the conference. And Harrison misses off left wide.
Rollins is forcing shots now. They're getting to panic mode. They need to calm down, find their rhythm that they had in the first half, and go into that offense.
You talk about a lack of rhythm. 9 fouls. 9 fouls in the third quarter as the ball almost took off my head.
That looked like you when you saw the bat earlier in the year in the soccer game. You looked really scared there, Jake. You got to be ready at all times.
I am always ready. I was still able to speak as that ball was going shifting down by me.
Great defense there by Andrews. That's what you want right now.
And Rollins right now, since making that huge 3 by Jablonski, only has 14 points in the second half. Wide open is Sullivan off the shot clock. Good.
That is 4 straight threes by Tampa right now.
And Tampa now blows it up to 20. Malia Sullivan has been the best player on the court tonight with 23 points. She is 4 for 6 from the free throw line and just made her first 3 of the night.
Tom Jesse, as the Spartans were bringing down the ball, said, calm down, calm down. He's going to want to use a lot of this shot clock. Long possessions is the key now. You get your legs under you and allow you to play hard defense for the rest of the game. This is the exact position Rollins does not want to be in, down 20 with 6 minutes left.
And look at the minutes, and they are still able to build up a 20-point lead. I mean, you got 32 minutes for Tyder, 31 as that basket just, so I don't know, was there a fan around there as that ball just tipped in?
Shooter's touch, Jake, shooter's touch.
31 minutes for Eshoo. And was able to put it in there. Tiana Provosi in for her first minutes of the game. But we talk about the minutes here for a minute. 33 for Cody, 33 for Sullivan. You look over at Rollins, 25 minutes, and that's been Vernisha Andrews.
Yeah, you have a lot of players who are well rested, but when you're, as a Spartan team, they're used to doing this and used to playing big minutes. And when you find your momentum, once you start playing longer,
The momentum.
And that momentum shifted their way.
And that was by Stasia Tyder, who had has now 10 points in this half. They were to neutralize her in the first half of the second. She's awakened. Lavosi, no. Trying to find it. There's a foul called into the line. Goes Asia Newsome. 5:38 left to go in this quarter. We've seen crazier things happen, but they're down by 18.
Great move there by Newsome just to create the space. Well, last night we saw Duke come back from down 20 versus Louisville. I'm not saying Rollins is Duke, but there's always a chance in basketball.
And that was a great game to watch.
That was.
What a comeback. Seriously, I think Coach K has his best team in a very long time.
It's going to be interesting to watch come March. This Rollins team wants to play in March as well. They need to get a win tonight to be able to keep that dream going.
You got to go back to that time when they played Wisconsin in the national championship.
Well, you don't want to talk about that.
No, I don't. No, I'm fine with that. I don't care. I like Duke. I'm fine with that. I don't care. Hot take.
Good defense there, Daniels.
How about Sullivan on that? And there was no foul called as Andrews took a dive. And her frustration continuing to build. 5:17 left in the fourth.
Call was reversed. They gave it to Rollins. She took a body there.
Definitely. 5:16 left to go. Jake Turner, Clay Schrager. Boy, this game has changed here in the fourth quarter. It's now a 17-point lead for Tampa. They were up by only 2 at halftime, and since then they have scored 34 points to Rollins, 19.
It's a huge difference, and one of the keys to that is they are perfect from beyond the arc in the second half. They're 6 for 6.
8 for 11 for the night. And the struggle is continuing for Rollins. They cannot find their shot. They are 18 for 51 shooting, 5 for 13 from the three-point line. 4:40 left to go. Nelson over to Tyder. And Tyder, keep in mind, out of Georgia State, a transfer, definitely making Coach Jesse proud. And what a coaching job Coach Jesse has done in the second half, Clay. Kati puts that in.
Yes, he's been coaching them great. He'll take a timeout there, get the girls back level-headed. But that was a great move last time by Tyder. That spin move created so much separation. She just couldn't finish the layup. Conti there with the pump fake to create the separation for the layup. Cuts it to 15. Rollins is on a 7-0 run in the last minute 59. They need to make that a 22-0 run to tie this game.
It's possible.
In the next 4:22.
Minute 59. I mean, they've shot it for the last 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the scoring drought for Tampa. But let's talk about Coach Jesse for a minute. Coming into this season, he had 9 20-plus win seasons, and he's on the road to getting his 10th. And that's unlike anything you've heard, especially how good Tampa has played this year.
Yeah, it's really exceptional to be able to have that much consistency over a time period in a conference as tough as the SSC. We talked a little bit about Duke just a second ago, and many people refer to the SSC as the ACC of the Division II. And when you think of the ACC, it's top to bottom. Anybody can win any night, and that's how it is here. It does not matter if you're the 10th seed in the standings. You can easily get up to 8 with just a slight run.
Rollins all-time has won this series 55-44. However, Tampa has won their last 2, including a loss in January, 55-44 when they were at Tampa. 4:22 left in the fourth quarter. On the comeback trail is the Rollins Tars. They're on a 7-0 run.
Full court press here causes the turnover.
It works out of bounds. Good effort, but it goes back to Tampa.
Newsom could have gotten to that ball. She didn't. Goes off of Conti's leg, and it's going to be Tampa's ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. And we got a timeout called. So keep in mind, Tampa now with 2 remaining, 1 left for Rollins. And fans, you can make an impact for a Rollins student athlete by donating to the Rollins Athletic Fund. Your gift to the Rollins Athletic Fund is the most important way you can provide assistance for our student athletes and ensures the financial stability and competitive success for Rollins Athletics for years to come. For more information on how you can make your gift, visit rollinsports.com and click the gift tab. Also keep in mind that before we wrap this one up tonight, we will have some big-time news for Rollins College as their Hall of Fame class was announced for 2019. So that's coming up at the end of this game. We will have that announcement coming up.
As well as following our game, the men will play Tampa's men's team. And we'll have a couple of our friends, Tyler Bronski, Adrian Donnelly, and Michael Warren on the call for that game.
That's a good crew there. 4:17 left to go in the fourth, 65-50. Rollins on a 7-0 run. But is it too late? About to find out. Chris Nelson on the move, looking like a track star out there. 4:10 left to go. And Coach Jesse on his feet. Coach Wilkes taking a seat.
Nelson just using her
Seven.
ball handling skills, waste clock.
5 seconds left in the shot clock, and a foul is called. And to the chagrin of Asia Newsom, yeah, I'm feeling it too.
And now
Another
the shot,
foul.
now the shot clock resets. Another 30 seconds for the Spartans.
And you go back to this, Clay. It's that 9-foul third quarter that's really hurt Rollins. I mean, that's only their first foul of the fourth.
It's only their first foul of the fourth, but in the third they couldn't get position right on defense and kept getting hurt by it.
Rollins currently the 7th seed in the Sunshine State Conference tournament as we speak.
It's the first miss by Tampa this half from beyond the arc.
Just crazy to say.
Really is, with 3:30 left in the fourth quarter.
Rollins trying to find some opening. Good defense by Tampa. Newsom decides not to take a shot, but this time it'll be DeSant, and no. DeSant misses.
Unable to convert there. She hasn't been shooting well lately. That streak continues.
It's been a struggle tonight for Rollins in the second half after that amazing 3 by Rachel Jablonski, 21 points.
In the second half.
Traveling.
In the second half, they're shooting 35% overall. 29% overall in the second half. As a team, you can't do that. You won't get into a game. You won't stay in the game. Those a 2-point lead at half.
Lavosi going for the 3 off the right. No. Foul is called. It's against Tampa.
So stay with Rollins. Big second possession. You have to convert here. You need a bucket.
That will not be a shooting foul. It looked like it happened before she was able to release.
Yeah, it was a foul on the floor.
And another one. Couple of smiles from our referee crew.
That one will go against Rollins.
Yes, it will.
Now you're losing that extra possession and more time coming off the clock. Spartans will wind down this clock again.
The Tampa offense has been stuck in the minds of the Rollins defense in the second half. I don't know what happened, Clay. And
offense became stagnant, no separation. Defense started fouling. Wrong. All the things that could go wrong went wrong in the second half, and it's led to this
loose ball out of bounds.
15-point deficit with 2:20 left.
Well, you can't play that kind. I mean, especially when they're able to play their defensive game on you in the third quarter like Tampa did. It's the reason why they are 17-6.
Yes, and this is when, and this would have been the game for Rollins that you win because Naj is out, their second best player. You capitalize on that kind of opportunity, but was unable to.
And that was a missed three on that, another shot clock problem there for Tampa. So 2:14 left. Crazy turn of events. And now both teams are on a scoring drought here in the last couple minutes. It looks like it's back to where we were in the first quarter. And a nice play there by Tampa. That was once again Eshoo.
Jablonski lost the ball there. Focusing more on the basket and what's going on around her instead of the defender in front of her.
And with Jablonski, too, she had 15 points tonight, but she hasn't been able to get a point on since she hit that.
She started off the third quarter, with the layup and the three, but then has gone ice cold since then.
Here comes Sullivan, and air ball off that right, out of bounds, Rollins ball.
You'll give a freshman a pass on that air ball. She's shooting great tonight, and she scored 23 points in a big road win.
Minute 30 left to go. Tampa on the move to their third straight win over Rollins with a minute 27 left to go.
If they finish off to win this game, it'll be 8 of the last 9 for them as well.
Andrews loses it. It's been a frustrating night for Andrews. Only 7 points. I mean, she's been all over the court. She has 29 minutes, but it's been those missed free throws and just not there at the right time. A minute 20 left.
She's been making great plays. The thought has been there, just the execution hasn't. And we saw she had an assist to Jablonski on one where the execution was well. But besides that, it has not been that good of a game.
And we got a player down. It's Jablonski. Slow to get up. Looks like she's okay. Let's go back to this defense here for a minute. I mean, this is exactly why they are the 8th best defense in the country, the best in the Sunshine State Conference, Clay.
Yeah, allowing only 53 points per game. It looked like it wasn't going to be that. It looked like it was going to be how Tampa has 65. It looked like it was going to be a 60-point game for Rollins. But Coach Jesse went into the locker room, said whatever he said in the speech, and told the defense to tighten up, and they've done that.
And Coach Jesse, once again, being the interim cleaner of a squeegee, wiping down the floor. It looks like he has his own towel to clean that up with.
I wonder if he does that on his home court. We'll have to go to a Tampa game and see that.
Let me know how that is. Minute 9.
It's only an hour drive. It's not that far.
Oh, I'm fine with that. I love Tampa. Speaking about that, how about Sullivan? What a night for her. 25 points.
Big night from the freshman. Can't say much more from her.
Going for the three is Toussaint. No. Tries to go inside Andrews. She can't get it to go. Pavosi loses the ball. Back to Andrews. 25 seconds left. And Rollins, unfortunately, try and see if they can get a couple points to try and make this lead look as unfortunately sad as it became. Rollins was down only 2 at the half mark. They find themselves back and will stay below 500.
They'll fall to 10-12 on the season, 7-9 in conference play.
And
but they'll stay in 7th in the conference, so they still have the chance at postseason play in March.
Yeah, the only team they have to worry about is Barry, but they're 7-15. Tampa will go to 18-6 on the season, and they will stay in second place. And it just continues to show that this Tampa defense is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the Sunshine State Conference Tournament. Well, Rollins gave it a good try, but unfortunately, the best defense in the Sunshine State Conference came to play.